So these are the Italian folk tales by Italo Calvino, and the story that I am going to read now is called The Salamanna Grapes. There was once a king who had a very beautiful daughter of marriageable age. A neighbouring king had 3 grown sons who all fell in love with the princess. And the princess's father said, "As far as I'm concerned, you are all 3 equal, and I couldn't for the life of me give any one of you preference over the other 2. But I wouldn't want to be the cause of any strife among you. So why not travel about the world for 6 months, and the one who returns with the finest present will be my son-in-law." The 3 brothers set out together, and when the road branched off in 3 different directions, each went his separate way. The oldest brother travelled for 3, 4, and 5 months without finding a thing worth taking home as a present, and a terrible traveller he was, let me tell you. Then, one morning of the 6th month, in a faraway city, he heard a hawker under his window. "Carpets for sale, fine carpets for sale." He leaned out the window, and the carpet seller asked, "How about a nice carpet?" "That's the last thing I need," he replied. "There are carpets all over my palace, even in the kitchen." "But," insisted the carpet seller, "I'm sure you have no magic carpet like this one." "What's so special about it?" "When you set foot on it, it takes you great distances through the air." The prince snapped his fingers. "That's a perfect gift to take back. How much are you asking for it, my good man?" 100 crowns even." "Agreed," exclaimed the prince, counting out the 100 crowns. As soon as he stepped on it, the carpet went soaring through the air over mountains and valleys, and landed at the inn where the brothers had agreed to meet at the end of the 6 months. The other 2, though, had not yet arrived. The middle brother also had travelled far and wide up to the last days without finding any suitable present. And then he met a peddler crying, "Telescopes, perfect telescopes. How about a telescope, young man?" "What would I do with another telescope?" asked the prince. "My house is full of telescopes, and the very best, mind you." "I bet you've never seen magic telescopes quite like mine," the telescope seller said. What's so special about them?" "With these telescopes you can see 100 miles away, and through walls as well." The prince exclaimed, "Wonderful! How much are they?" 100 crowns apiece." "Here are 100 crowns. Give me a telescope." He took the telescope to the inn, found his big brother, and the 2 of them sat and waited for their little brother. The youngest boy, up to the very last day, found nothing, and gave up all hope. He was on his way home when he met a fruit vendor, crying, "Salamanna grapes, Salamanna grapes for sale. Come, buy nice Salamanna grapes." The prince, who'd never heard of Salamanna grapes, since they didn't grow in his country, asked, "Just what are these grapes you're selling?" "They are called Salamanna grapes," said the fruit vendor, "and there are no finer grapes in the world. They also work a special wonder." "And what do they do?" "Put a grape in the mouth of someone breathing their last, and they will get well instantly." "You don't say!" exclaimed the prince. "I'll buy some in that case. How much are they?" "They are sold by the grape, but I'll make you a special price, 100 crowns per grape." As the prince had 300 crowns in his pocket, he could only buy 3 grapes. He put them in a little box with cotton around them and went to join his brothers. When they were all 3 together at the inn, they asked each other what they had bought. "Me? Just a little carpet," said the oldest boy. "Well, I picked up a telescope," replied the middle boy. "Only a little fruit, nothing more," said the third. I wonder what's going on at home right now, and at the Prince's Palace, one of the boys said. The middle boy casually pointed his telescope towards their capital city. Everything was as usual. Then he looked toward the neighbouring kingdom where the beloved's palace was and let out a cry. "What's the matter?" asked the brothers. "I see our beloved's palace, a stream of carriages, people weeping and tearing their hair, and inside I see a doctor and a priest at someone's bedside. Yes, the princess's bedside. She lies there as still and pale as a dead girl. Quick, brothers, let's hurry before it's too late. She's dying." "We'll never make it. That's more than 50 miles away." "Don't worry," said the oldest brother. "We'll get there in time. Quick, everyone, step onto my carpet." The carpet flew straight to the prince's room, passed through the open window, and landed by the bed where it lay like the most ordinary bedside rug, with the 3 brothers standing on it. The youngest brother had already taken the cotton from around the 3 Salamanna grapes, and he put one into the princess's pale mouth. She swallowed it, and immediately opened her eyes. Right away the prince put another grape in her mouth, which regained its colour at once. He gave her the last grape, and she breathed and raised her arms. She was well. She sat up in bed and asked the maids to dress her in her most beautiful clothes. Everybody was rejoicing when all of a sudden the youngest brother said, "So, I'm the winner, and the princess will be my bride. Without the Salamanna grapes, she'd now be dead." "Oh, brother," objected the middle boy, "if I'd not had the telescope and told you the princess was dying, your grapes would have done no good. For that reason, I'll marry the princess myself." "I'm sorry, brother," put in the oldest boy. "The princess is mine, and nobody will take her away from me. Your contributions are nothing compared with mine. Only my carpet brought us here in time." So the quarrel the king had wanted to avoid became ever more heated, and the king decided to put an end to it by marrying his daughter to a 4th suitor who had come to her empty-handed.